If you're new to this channel, I'm an Indian, as you can make out, who talks about Nollywood and occasionally non-Nigerian African cinema. But today I'm flipping the script. Today I'm talking about a movie from India, and that is because it revolves around a Nigerian. Today's movie is Dilli Dark. It's an independent film that's been doing rounds of the festival circuit, and it has just released in theaters in India. It's been written, directed, and produced by Dibakar Roy and co-produced by Udayan Roy. I don't know. See, it's not just Nigerian names I struggle with. No be only Niger name they worry me. Oh. Now I remember when the trailer for this movie came out, someone on Twitter. Someone on Twitter even mentioned me saying, yeah, they made a movie for Nolly Goodfellow. Well, did they? Let's find out. Michael Okeke, a Nigerian MBA student in Delhi, wants to complete his MBA, find a job, find love, and settle down in India. His part-time job gives him a dubious life in the city that is harsh on outsiders. Do his plans work out while Delhi happens to him? That's what makes the movie. Now I'm just taking a step back to last year when I was reviewing the Indo-Nigerian series Postcards along with fellow Nollywood reviewer Pearl, and I had this to say.
I would have liked a little racism. Okay, don't take this clip and share it out of context.
Well, the context there was that the series was playing it safe when it came to Indo-Nigerian dynamics. There's a Nigerian character who's being bullied in Bombay, and even in that context, they were being politically correct. And where Postcards held back, Dilli Dark goes out all guns blazing. There are extreme racist tropes at play over here. Africans being accused of cannibalism, being called names, or even the more prevalent trope of Africans being into selling drugs, which is a problem with African representation in India, but that too is by no means to justify the racism. What further accentuates it is Delhi. Now, Delhi is racist to Indians, let alone foreigners. And I'm glad that the movie has a mention of that as well. Talking about Delhi, one of the biggest wins of the film is the depiction of Delhi. Delhi is not just a setting, it is a character. It is one that is raw, unapologetic, slimy, foul-mouthed, conniving, and at the bottom of it all, dark. The darkness is taken forward in the visual language. Most of the film happens at night. There is load shedding, there is the underbelly, and there's also a strong commentary on colorism in India. Another interesting character in the film is that of Debu, a dark-skinned Bengali neighbor who empathizes with Michael Okeke. To me, now this is my understanding, it may not be true, but the character of Debu to me is the writer mirroring himself, because he's also a Bengali, he's also an Afrophile. That's what I gathered through the film. Maybe Dibakar can let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. Talking of Afrophile, the movie not only shows the mirror to us when it comes to racism, it also educates us about Indo-African history, where the first queen of Delhi, Razia Sultan, had an African love interest, where centuries back the Shiddi or Siddhi, I'm not sure, I've heard both pronunciations to the community. This particular community came from East Africa, or was brought in from East Africa through the Arab slave trade, and today they've made India their home. There's also a very interesting commentary on what we call godmen, who are these fake spiritual leaders, and the film also draws parallels between what these godmen do and how marketing works, which was pretty interesting. But the beauty of the movie, however, is how seamlessly all of this is weaved into it, and how it has been said in a very unassuming manner without being preachy. Now, when it comes to the storytelling, the most important aspect of this film is the humor. It comes through dialogues, it comes through situations, it comes through visuals. Like my favorite one is when Michael Okeke, who's rehearsing for a play, runs out onto the streets with this woman while he's still wearing his Hindu mythological costume. That frame was on the money. The humor in this film can be compared to that of other new age Bollywood comedies like Delhi Belly and Fukre. Incidentally, both of them are also based in Delhi. You know, there's this raw, unapologetic, no holds barred sort of comedy which really works for the film. Now, that is not to say that this movie does not have its flaws. In the middle of the film does feel like a drag very briefly, and there is a certain repetition of jokes, especially the Michael Okeke thing. So where the Indians are not able to pronounce Okeke, they pronounce it as okay, or they're not able to comprehend the name Okeke, and they keep calling him okay. But all of those are smaller things. For me, the bigger flaw or the bigger gripe is that we don't see a backstory to Michael Okeke. We know that he doesn't have his parents. We know that he came to India 6 years back, but how, why, all of that is missing. Now, moving on to performances. Samuel Abiola Robinson. Well, in one scene, Michael Okeke imagines himself as the first African Bollywood star, and he sees himself playing this role of Razia Sultan's African love interest, as opposed to yesteryear superstar Dharmendra, who played it with a black face. Now the reason why that scene is so poetic is because Samuel has broken new ground, and he became the first ever African to be the main lead in an Indian film way back in 2016 with Sudani from Nigeria, which is one of my favorite movies. But he has not only done it once, he has done it at least on 3 occasions, this being his first main lead in a Hindi film. And but we're here to talk about his performance. Well, Samuel always has this boyish charm, which always has us rooting for him. But this movie gives us a chance to see his range. He's really expressive. His comic timing is impeccable, and he's really effortless. Shantanu Anam, who plays Debu, is the neighbor and friend. He brings a certain earnestness to the character. He's goofy, he's empathetic. And what I loved about the dynamics between Michael Okeke and Debu is that though their friendship evolves, there is a reasonable distance between them too. Geetika Vidya Ohlyan plays a godwoman. Now, this character has a certain unpredictability to it. She's cunning and endearing in equal measure. The way Geetika has brought it to life with this local Haryanvi accent, with her histrionics, is noteworthy. To add to that, she's really pretty as well. Well, in conclusion, was this movie made for me? Well, I'd say it's made for everyone. It is rip-tickling, it's entertaining, and it's enlightening. I would say everyone should watch it, but for some reason, CBFC has given the film an adult rating, and I can't see why. Well, that just means that if you're booking a ticket for the theater, you can't take your kids along. Well, the movie has released in theaters in India. It's not yet out on streaming platforms or outside India. But I am in touch with the director, so if I get to know about it, I'll let you know. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nolly Goodfellow. That's it for this time. Do like the video, do share, do subscribe. Till next time, bye.